I'm Kirsten Lindquist in Winter Park, Florida. Many people think this is the place you come to retire. And if you've been building the same practice in the same old building for 25 years, that's what a lot of doctors would do. But not for Dr. Paul Helsby and his wife, Dr. Kathy Helsby. For them, this is the perfect time and place to start something brand new.
Before Dr. Paul Helsby decided on the ADEC chairs, the Schick sensors, or the EagleSoft software for this high-tech 2,900 square foot practice, he had to make the hardest decision of all, deciding whether or not to put off retiring and keep practicing.
I had to sit there and face, now what do I want to do the rest of my life? Do I want to just quit and then go and play golf every day or go and travel, which many of my friends have done. And I find that I looked at myself and said, I really still love dentistry. I really like doing this.
Committed to practicing for another 10 years, Dr. Helsby turned to Patterson, a company that has been committed to him for more than 25 years. When
I made the decision and made a commitment towards it, boy, they came on board with every one of the resources. Hey Chris, how you doing? Good to see you. My representative, Chris Lawrence, has been a friend as well as a representative for 20 years.
Sure. Anything outstanding? Anything else we can take care of?
Not
any unanswered needs or anything?
Everything's going great. When you've got that kind of person backing you up, that it makes that whole fear or that nervousness just disappear.
He took his rep's advice from the very beginning for things like the Ram vac compressor and vacuum, and for things like the brand new Schick digital sensors.
They put a white backing on it so you could see it a little easier in its positioning. There's a little more rounding to it so it's more comfortable, and also that they've found that the wire, moving things around, etc., there was a weakness in the wire if anything could ever happen, and they've changed that. So they constantly are upgrading things, which is really, really nice.
Dr. Helsby insisted on all the latest technology, not only for his patients' benefit, but so that when he does decide to retire, his office will appeal to the new generation of dentists.
When I go to sell my office, that somebody will want good equipment, especially a lot of the young people coming out of schools and stuff. They are used to quality. Following
that logic, he chose to invest in the CEREC AC Blue Cam and MCXL milling unit.
And click, click, click. What a laboratory man would take literally hours to do in the laboratory, you can do just in a couple minutes. My staff taking the images themselves, it's so much less complex that with that new blue light and the ability to see not only better but very quickly image an entire arch, it's just wonderful.
Dr. Helsby is an expert on CEREC. He is also excited about the opportunity to be one of the test sites for CEREC Connect.
I'm working with a laboratory here at CEREC Connect, and that's going to be great for major cases where you're doing 10, 12, 14 crowns at a time.
He chose SoPro, integrated intraoral cameras.
Cameras we have now, these SoPros, are so small and so easy to get back there and get really quality pictures. I still use those for teaching. And this is quick and easy. You just take an image of each one of your teeth that's there. You take the before and the after. The constant words from patients is, wow. And that wow factor is great. This will help us also for your insurance company to have a good visual idea of what we're trying to do for you. Keeps a nice record of any kind of changes, and it helps us to look even closer at all your teeth.
For his radiography needs, Dr. Helsby chose a Planmeca Pro Max digital pan for the office and Planmeca intraoral x-ray units for the operatories.
I enjoy the Planmeca because of its flexibility. You can extend that so easily, and with the short cone you can get it close to the patient and get excellent quality and image.
He considers it a non-threatening piece of equipment.
And your Planmeca Intra just kind of fits right in here into the wall.
Exactly.
It tucks neatly away in his ADEC cabinets when not in use.
ADEC screens quality, flat out.
Each operatory has ADEC treatment, central, and accessory cabinets.
Patients know. They can see the quality in everything that you have. The granite tops and the beautiful colors.
ADEC lights, stools, and chairs.
They tell me, can I take this home? They want to have their own chair. It forms to the patient so well. You can get in close, nice and easy.
Quiet yet versatile ADEC W&H electric handpieces.
you can just change the speed. You can do endo with that handpiece. You can do a slow speed. You can do any kind of milling work, and then of course do your high speed with the same handpiece without changing back and forth or sending your assistant off to get a different handpiece.
And the cornerstone of each operatory, the ADEC 12 o'clock cabinet with duo delivery system.
Dr. Helsby is ambidextrous, and he especially appreciates that with ADEC, if he can't get in from one location, he can move the entire delivery system to the opposite side and get in from the opposite angle.
Since I like working on both sides of the chair, I wanted a delivery system that I could easily swing back and forth. So they provided that. Then they incorporated everything around it, which made it so simple.
He also chose the ADEC Preference ICC Sterilization Center because of its design and functionality.
Sterilization center, everything's good with that? The girls are getting used to using it?
That's terrific.
The sterilization center houses both the Midmark M11 and the Sycan Statum 5000 autoclaves.
If we need something very quickly, a surgical set or anything that's been already used, say once in that day, and we want to turn it over very quickly, then we go ahead and have both a fast application for sterilization as well as a long processed one.
KC patient education is played throughout the office on each of the flat screen monitors.
It stimulates patients all the time to ask, so it's kind of a second or a third assistant, if you will, or an additional hygienist that's spending time with them.
All of this technology is fully integrated with EagleSoft practice management software.
It's seamless. I like the idea that every time I go and purchase something new, it seamlessly takes just about every application I've ever run into. Hey Roger, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, John.
Good to see you.
Since opening the new office in January 2009, his patient load has significantly increased.
A new practice creates some excitement and some enthusiasm, and there will be a certain number of new patients that come that way, but it's just astounding. It is absolutely astounding what happens to the expansion of your practice.
The Helsbys had no guarantees that they would be this successful when they chose to open a new facility in such a tough economic climate, but they chose to not give in to their fears.
The concept of fear is out there. People are afraid. They're trying to pull in their resources and they're trying to save money. And if you really put your faith in money, then you got a problem.
They have put their faith in the knowledge that they've been put here to help people, and they're confident that they have the right team in place with Patterson.
They've got resources behind them, whether it's equipment, whether it's technology, whether it's the educational aspect of it. Use them as a great resource. They're wonderful people. God blesses me with good health, and I'd like to stay as long as I possibly can.
For more information on the equipment and technology you see here, please visit pattersontoday.com. This has been a Patterson and Penwell production.